Hello everyone, it's Wednesday the 10th of March, which means it's challenge day, and this week we've got the Origins challenge map set. This is based on the season missions which came out not that long ago. We've only had this map set once, which I believe was in November. I remember some of the maps quite well, others not so much, so it's going to be interesting going through them again. We're going to have charged assaults this time, whereas we had charged shooters the first time. So hopefully that'll make some of the maps a bit easier. And I'll go through them in a minute. But first of all, I just want to give a big shout out to all the ladies of No Man's Land who are taking part in the Girl Power event that's going on this week. 25 guilds full of ladies who are going to show exactly what they've got. I think it's an amazing event and a great message that you're sending out, so good on you. And in honour of this event, I'm going to see how many rounds I can go using only female characters in my team, just to show how strong you ladies really are. Good luck to everyone who's doing it, and I'll see you all on the leaderboards hopefully. So onto the actual maps now. The first map I'm going to do is Knocking on Heaven's Door. So you've got to get to the right of the map, and there's a door there, and you've got to knock on it 4 times. So each knock counts as one action. So Pizza Glenn or Scout Glenn's leader trait works on every time. It's not like a gate where it's 4 turns. You got to stand there, so you can open it once with Glenn and then again, and if you got him in the lead you can just use 2 survivors and get it open. So there's quite a good reason to have him in your team. I took this team last time quite a lot, pretty much all the way through to 50, and with right placement you don't actually have to kill anything, so I'll go through that. I imagine that this time around with charged assaults, Pizza Glenn leading 2 assaults is going to work pretty well as well. And then the next map we've got is Paradise Lost. I really struggled with this, I remember last time. It doesn't look too bad until you get an auto spawn after the first turn right next to where you start. And all these walkers have moved up to you and you get swarmed pretty quickly. At lower levels I was using this team, but at higher levels it went to Sasha, Assault, Shane, and it all relied on your assault getting charged first turn. So with charged assaults hopefully that'll make it a bit easier. And last time it was also before flares, so I imagine a lot of people will be throwing a few flares on this map. It is really good fun once you've got them all bunched up though with Shane and explode them. And it's actually my most viewed video on my channel with over 500 views when we had this last time, when I did it at 50.1. So hopefully get there again quite quick, and let's go for a record on the views on this one. So the next map is Bonfire. Starts with lots of burning walkers, and then you got to survive for 5 turns. It tells you which turn you're on, which is quite helpful. They all start as wandering, and you get auto spawns by the exit points, but they also come in as wandering. So this is the team I pretty much used all the way, and you just have to hope that when they wander towards you, you stun them, and it's quite easy to build a wall. I imagine charged assaults might be a way to go on this one again. Just 3 assaults, stand them on the line, and then just stun them as everything comes in. I'll give it a go and we'll see what happens. Or 3 bruisers or this team. Or you can actually treat it as a kill all walkers, as after the 5 turns nothing else spawns, so you can just use a Sasha and 2 assaults team or Sasha assault Shane team and just keep everything stunned until it's time to get out. And next map is Man with No Name is the next map. You got to get to the right hand side of the map, and there's a gate you got to open. When you start opening the gate, a armoured walker spawns. You got to kill that and then get to the line. You want to get to the right hand side as quickly as possible on this, because it's very easy to get trapped in the middle of the map. I use this team quite a lot throughout it to get to that right hand side, and then use Shane to explode a bunch of walkers and kill the armoured. Charged assaults are going to help quite a lot on this, just to stun the ones in the middle, allowing you to run past. And then at higher levels, again it was a Sasha, Assault or Bruiser and Shane team. Get to that right hand side, build a wall, and then explode it all with the armoured included. One thing to watch out for when using that tactic is not to block the armoured spawn point. If you do that, it won't spawn, but you'll also not be able to finish the level. So make sure there's a space for him, and I'll point out where those spaces are when I do a walkthrough video. The next map is Gore. So this one is an interesting mission design because it pretty much gives you an unlimited tool in Gore. You can gore up in the buckets, and you've got to open the gate and then get 2 items and get to the exit. There is a really easy way of doing it. It takes a long time, but it's doable. If you've got tactical weapons and threat reduction, you can gore up, position yourself next to a walker, hit it, then gore up again with tactical. So you're pretty much invulnerable. And if you've got the threat reduction to keep that threat down, you only have to deal with the auto spawns at the start. They stop coming after a while, and then you've killed everything on the board, and it's just a case of getting through to the end. It takes, as I say, it does take a long time, but it's a pretty safe tactic. If you don't have many tactical threat reduction weapons, I recommend leading with Michonne, and hoping her leader trait kicks in enough to keep that threat down. I'll show you the tactics. I'll go through that with you on a video. And the other tactic people were using was you'd gore up, run along the top, stun everything by the gate, open the gate, and then, I can't really remember. I never did it because I could never get right Giglen to start the people charged. I needed to and have the right spawn. However, with charged assaults this week, I think it's going to be a lot easier. So I'll give it a go. And it's going to be, as I say, a case of running to the right, stunning, open gate, stunning, and then goring up and opening the stuff, as there is another gore barrel to the right hand side. So the next map is Campsite. You've got to save these 2 survivors who are struggling for 4 turns, and then kill all walkers. So it doesn't start with much on the board, but you get quite large auto spawns at the bottom left and top left, and there's a couple to the top right as well. It was a really I found it really difficult, but really good fun. This was one of the first challenges where Shane came into his own. So it would be bunching them up and then explode them all. One thing to watch out for if you're not freeing the survivors on the first turn, where the auto spawn comes in, they have to run past the walkers and they can get grabbed and you can fail that way. So if you can free them on the first turn, do. Charged assault's going to be helpful for that. But it's going to be a case of do you want to use your charge attack on the first or second turn. So that's the maps. I've flown through them because, to be honest, I need to play them again to really remind myself of the best way of doing these. So I'll start doing some commentary videos later today, post them up. Obviously the teams I'll be using to start with won't be necessarily be the best teams for the maps, but they will be all ladies for girl power. So I hope you enjoyed my videos when I post them. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you do, subscribe and leave a like. And good luck everyone, and see you later. Thanks for watching.